Good morning. It is 5:26 a.m. We had set an alarm for 5 o'clock so we can get walking before 6 or by 6 so we can meet Bigfoot at the parking lot on time to get our ride to town. It was a little bit cold last night. Hamer thinks it was freezing. I think it was probably low to mid 40s. Chilly, but not real cold. None of my water has ice in it or anything. Never strapped my pad straps or anything. So we don't really know what the temperature is, but it's somewhere between freezing and 45 degrees. It's a beautiful morning so far. The sun hasn't really started coming up yet, but I'm gonna get to packing up here so we can get ready to walk. It is 5:55 a.m. I thought not drinking coffee would help me avoid digging a cat hole, but that didn't work.
Think I can climb up in those rocks?
It is 6:15. We are finally on the move. Fireball wasn't very good at making the 6 a.m. deadline. She had chores to attend to, but we're moving now, and we think we will have no problem making our ride time. Hammer was right. It is definitely below freezing this morning. It was much warmer feeling in my tent. We've made it to the junction, so now we're off the PCT, headed to town. As we're headed down this trail to Lone Pine, we met a hiker. I actually saw him yesterday. We didn't really talk. And today he pointed out he knew who we were from YouTube. And I'm going to tell you what, he's the real hero out here. So his name is Ultralight. And his name is Ultralight because he's working with the American Kidney Foundation. And he has, he's a living donor. 9 months before starting his hike, he donated one of his kidneys to save someone's life. And he's out here through hiking the PCT to kind of help the American Kidney Foundation show that you can be a living donor and still do really hard things. That's a pretty incredible story. And once we walked away, I told Hammer, Hollywood, I said, man, I should have interviewed that guy. But we were talking to him, and I wasn't even thinking about filming. But anyway, I don't know if he has a YouTube channel or not, but that was pretty cool. I'm impressed. It looks like we're in a park. Look at that tree. All right, there's the trail, but luckily there is a very narrow channel you could jump over there, so we stayed dry. And when we're not in the sun, it's cold. Fireball says there's a snow bridge. I said I wouldn't test it. She's out there jumping on it. That's looking for trouble. You're gonna be hypothermic.
We'll be in town.
There's gonna be lots of comments here about how reckless you're being.
We'll be in town.
I don't think baby giraffes frolic in these kind of meadows. Maybe like a baby deer. We are 0.5 from the parking lot. We just passed some other thru hikers, and they said, Are you guys the one Bigfoot's waiting for? He's down there waiting for you. So it is only 8:06. He told us he was going to probably be there by 8 or 8:30, but he waited for us till 9. So we were trying to get there by, shortly after 8. So he wasn't waiting, but he must have made it earlier. We should still be there by 8:20 though, so that's looking good. We have made it to the parking lot. I see the cars. Fireball is still just obnoxiously singing, almost like we're not in the Sierra and this pristine beauty. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm just singing. I'm just singing.
Just singing. Just a singing. We made it at 8:13, so we were pretty close.
One more pack in the back, or you guys can sit with what you got. There's this little lip of granite that sticks out that everyone wants to stand on and pose. And the big monster we've been seeing all that time is over there, is Langley.
Langley, yeah.
Yeah, that's the monster.
So it wasn't Whitney.
No, it
Make
wasn't.
sure they know that.
Okay, so the mountain that Fireball told us was Whitney yesterday is apparently not Whitney.
It's
No, it's
Langley.
Langley. You can up on top of it.
We are eating at the Alabama Hills Cafe. So far, the food's really good. There happened to be a laundromat right next door. So Fireball said, let's do laundry. So we took turns getting naked in the middle of the laundromat and putting our dirty clothes in the washer. So I'm wearing, it's hot out here. It's like 90 degrees. I'm wearing this Senchi. Hammer is wearing his rain gear. Fireball somehow has like tank tops and shorts with her. So after we're done eating, we're gonna probably go next door and try to charge some of our stuff at the laundromat. We need to get some Wi-Fi because the cell signal here is okay, but then after that, we're probably gonna go to the grocery store and try to get some more stuff done. So far, we're doing pretty good at making time. Here we are in the corner of the laundromat. We got our clothes in the dryer and we are charging some stuff. I've been editing some YouTube videos. But it's only like 11 a.m. We've eaten and we're working on laundry and charging devices, and so far a very productive day. We left the laundromat, got some of our stuff charged, and we're headed over to this outfitter to check it out, and then we got to figure out grocery store. Here is like the little hiker hangout area inside of the outfitter. Put our packs here. Some charging stations. They got all kinds of snowshoes and stuff. They got everything here. They've even got like an old piano. I am at the grocery store now and I am bewildered at these prices. Like, they're insane. A pack of mashed potatoes is normally like $1, $3.99. Pop-Tarts, $6 a box. And I need to buy a lot of food. So I'm not sure what to do yet. I gotta figure something out here. What? Okay, so we just walked out of the grocery store. I did get me a Rockin' Protein 30 grams of protein drink because I don't think my diet is gonna have like any protein in it for the next 8 days. Fireball had some choice things to say about her resupply, but we won't be sharing them on YouTube. I spent $76 in there and I need to go buy 17 more bars at the outfitter. They're gonna probably be another, I don't know, $50. And Fireball's already spent $140 and she's gotta go buy stuff over there. So this is something. Here we are spread out in the outfitter, trying to figure out how to make all the food that we need for 8 days to fit in that little can. What do you think about that? I did pretty good. I have all my food, 8 days worth, in my can. This is just my spoon, my stove, and cook kit. And I have a few packs of ramen in here. However, I think tomorrow, I'll be able to take tomorrow's food out and put it in there, and everything should fit. And by the second day, I should be able to put my stove and everything back in the bear can. So for 8 days, pretty happy with that. The dilemma is going to be, I don't really think I have enough food to last me 8 days, so it's going to be hungry time. It is 1:30 p.m. We have all of our food packed. My bag is huge. I have never in my life carried 8 days of food. Now Hammer and I are heading over to Jake's. Actually, I thought it was here, but I don't know where it is. Oh, it's down the street. We're going to Jake's Saloon. They're supposed to have Wi-Fi and probably get some lunch, maybe use the bathroom, you know, all those kind of things. Fireball's finishing up and then she'll join us. And look at that. That is like real mountains behind the town. Hope they like hikers too. It's like a real old school saloon. We came to Jake's Saloon because we were told they had good Wi-Fi. They have no Wi-Fi. They also have no food. So we're charging our power bank there. We've had one beer, but that's all we're going to get to have because we got to go back to elevation. So we're going to leave here shortly and we're going to go somewhere else to eat before we find a ride back to town. Excuse me, back to trail. So once we get a ride back to trail, we'll get there this evening. We're probably just going to camp really close to that parking lot. And then we'll have 2 shortish days because we can't go from the parking lot all the way to the Mount Whitney base and then get up at 2 a.m. That would just be kind of pushing it. We don't want to do that. So we're going to have 2 short days coming up after this. But what I'm going to do now is go ahead and end today's video early so I can get this edited and uploaded when I'm in town, because I'm kind of worried about having storage issues on my phone when we're on trail for 8 days. So have a good night, everybody. If something changes in our plans, I'll tell you in tomorrow's video. But for now, this was a great little resupply stop. Our pack's gonna be real heavy going back, but having 2 short days will make that easier, and then we'll be back down to a 6-day food supply. And then we probably won't be carrying our food up Whitney. So by the time we start again, we're gonna only be carrying 5 days, so that's gonna be kind of nice. So all right, have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.